one of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Hello everyone, I am Errant Wizard, and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect. Sorry I had a little bit of an awkward cut there at the end of that last episode, but it ran a little long, so we had to split it up. So here is episode 4. Last time we stopped Saren from blowing up the colony. We almost saved the beacon, but instead it put some weird images in our head and exploded. So we're going to pick up with Sheppard waking up on the Normandy. Enjoy. Okay.
Dr. Chakwas. I think she's waking up.
Where are we now? Are we back on the Normandy? I guess so. There's Dr. Chakwas.
You had us worried there, Sheppard. How are you feeling?
I'm alright, I guess.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours.
Wow.
Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out
You
of the way.
couldn't have known.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
Was I injured?
What's the damage, Doctor?
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
If that was a dream, I do not want to have it anymore.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Sheppard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
This is not going to be a happy conversation, is it?
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted
Yeah,
this.
that's what they told me last time.
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Sheppard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
Well, we'll tell them.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Sheppard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue.
That doesn't sound good.
A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
I don't know how much help it'll be.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the
And
council.
say what?
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll stop him.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
If you say so, sir.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Alright. So, we're going to the Citadel to talk to the Council. I don't think it's been explained particularly well here so far, but the Council is sort of the ruling, the governing body of the entire galaxy. The galactic government is kind of a federal system where most planets, rule themselves, but the Galactic Council can pass down rulings on a galactic scale, and they control a lot of galactic commerce and transport and stuff. And they are responsible for empowering the Spectres, which who Nihilus was a Spectre and Saren apparently still is, and we were going to join their group, but I really don't know what's going to happen now that everything went to crap on the planet. So,
Glad to see you're okay.
you notice Caden is standing here. If we had played as a male character, Ashley Williams would be standing here, and she would have been the one that we had to save from the beacon down on Eden Prime. So this is part of the there's a romance component to Mass Effect, and two of the options for romance are Caden Alenko and Ashley Williams, who you can see over there. Caden is only available for female shepherds, and Ashley's only available for male shepherds. In later games, and this is one of the things that I've really praised Bioware for, they opened up the romance options to various sexual orientations, but for this game they stuck to the traditional heterosexual limitations. So let's go ahead and talk to Caden here and see what he has to say about the mission.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Yeah, he will be missed.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not gonna be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
Oh, that's a pretty informed opinion you have there.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
No, it's not.
My family were homesteaders on Mindwar. I'm the only one left. But I've moved beyond that.
Oh, that's right, a Coos. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
Well, You seem to have a pretty good head on your shoulders, so I don't mind telling you.
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
Alright. So, this is one of the things about Mass Effect, and a lot of the Bioware games in general, is after every mission, you usually spend a lot of time running around the ship and talking to all the different crew members, particularly the ones that come down with you on the missions. So, I will be doing a lot of that, but I'm going to try and break it up a little bit so as to not seem too boring and overload you all with dialogue. So Dr. Chakwas will actually talk to later, but we will open up this locker over here and grab some new guns. So we've got a pistol, an assault rifle, and a sniper rifle. Now that locker will refill. I believe it refills after every major plot mission, so not the side quests, but the major plot and story missions. But I'm not sure if it refills after every one, so we'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and talk to Ashley real quick.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
When your number comes up, it's over. His did.
Do you really believe that, Commander? After what happened to you on Akuz? Are you saying you only survived because of random chance?
Yeah, I did.
Akuz was a bloodbath. Even now I don't know how I survived. I guess it just wasn't my time.
With respect, sir, I think you had somebody watching over you.
If you say so.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
You did your part.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
You're a good soldier.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Alright. So, you saw we got some Paragon points for that. We chose some diplomatic options there. There's an elevator here that there is a lower level to the Normandy, but we're not going to go there quite yet. We're instead going to come up here and head back to the bridge and talk to Joker. Alright, so, Presley, what do you have to say for yourself?
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Yeah, it was. So occasionally when we're running around the world, there will be little random bits of scenery that we'll be able to click on, and if we select that, we get a new codex entry. I believe that opened up something about sensors. So if we go and look at the codex over here, it's filled with a bunch of primary and secondary entries. The primary entries are all fully voiced, and they are pretty spectacular. If you guys get in and play the game for yourself, you could listening to them is always kind of a treat. And they explain a lot of things about the world, about the different races that you'll encounter, and some of the background and history of the world. Secondary stuff is sometimes is useful information. This is where the Starship Sensors entry got added in here. It's just a lot of neat little side bits of information about how this one is about how sensors work and different types of sensors and how you can scan for ships. I'm probably not going to be reading many of these. If you guys would like for me to read some of these codex entries, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll do some of those in the future. But that's that. So let's head on up here to the bridge and talk to Joker. And this is going to trigger a cutscene that was probably the first time when I really fell in love with this game, and then with the rest of the series. So here you go.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
So there we are. We're heading towards a mass relay, just like when we left Earth. We're coming into this nebula. And look at the size of that station.
Flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy?
And look at that ship.
Firepower too.
We are so tiny
Look
compared
at
to
that
it.
monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy.
Here, Joker's just showing off.
Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
This is one of the other voices we heard in that openings cutscene from the game.
Don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Well, they should listen to us. I mean, we were there. We saw him.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That wasn't my fault.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Sheppard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Yeah, they can be a bit annoying sometimes. So, here we are on the Citadel. We are currently on the Presidium, which was the ring in the center, as you guys might have seen as we were coming in. The rest of the station is made up of 5 arms that come off of the Presidium ring. Those are called the wards, and that's where most of the people live. Up here is all the government buildings and the administration offices and things are up here on the Presidium. As you can see, it is a ring, but it's spinning, generating artificial gravity, so we could walk up that wall over there if we wanted to. I mean, we can't in the game because that's not explorable terrain, but, you know, in general, we could have done that. So, also, occasionally you'll find terminals over here that if you hack into them, you can get access to additional credits or notifications for side missions that you can go on. So we're going to go ahead and hack this terminal anyway, because Counselor Odina was being kind of an ass earlier. So let's see if he's hiding anything. Alliance Patrol report. Captain Hendrickson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argus Rho cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send a recon team? Well, no, we don't, but we might go ourselves in the future. So yeah, so we are up here in the Citadel embassies. The embassies are... Well, actually, I'll let Avina tell you.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Well, that sounds interesting.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Interesting. Okay, well, we'll check that out.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
So yeah, Avina is, again, another source of information. If you guys want to, you're playing through the game, you can talk to her at various points throughout the Presidium, and I believe there might be some on the wards, but I'm not sure. And she'll give you more information about the world. But we're just going to go ahead and head over to the Citadel Tower, which is where Ambassador Odina asked us to meet him. Now look at these things, these crazy little bug creatures that are working at some kind of console. No one seems particularly bothered by them, so I don't know. You'll also start to notice, now that we're here on the Citadel, a lot of different alien species. We previously had only seen the Turians, like Saren and Nihilus, but there are also Asari, like this woman here. They look vaguely human, but have sort of weird tentacles coming out of the back of their head. We also, the woman in the cutscene with Saren aboard the ship was also an Asari.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not
I don't know.
Please do not disturb the
Okay, and so Avina tells us not to disturb the keepers.
Welcome
I wonder
to
why.
Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
What are the keepers?
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel, though they are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station. Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Why?
Any particular reason there are so many keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems. Many of the station's systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the Council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
What about this relay monument that's behind you?
Tell me more about the relay monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the relay monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the relay monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Interesting.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
So yeah, the Protheans were the species of intelligent life that was here and spread throughout the galaxy 50,000 years ago, and they were the ones who built the Citadel that we're standing on, and they also built all of the mass relays that we've been using to travel. But let's go ahead and head up to the council chambers and see what this hearing is all about.
The council isn't going to ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Yeah, you got that right. Well, hopefully nothing terrible is going to happen in this hearing. Crossing my fingers.